Hey y'all! When the court sends the jury out once, it's usually for something spicy. When they send them out 3 separate times in one day, grab your popcorn. Day 5 of the Ali and Ali trial had more behind-the-scenes legal chess than an entire season of Law & Order. From a mom who couldn't or wouldn't ask about her injured daughter, to a pediatrician dropping cold medical facts about what Fatima endured, to courtroom debates about whether a lack of words counts as evidence, it was a lot. And just when we thought things were wrapping up, the judge called in individual juror questioning. Yep, buckle up. Let's break down every witness, every cross, and every sidebar brawl. Let's talk about what happened when the jury wasn't even in the room, because that might be just as important as what they saw. 3 separate times, Judge Schaller cleared the courtroom of jurors for what's called outside the jury's presence, or OJP. These are private legal conferences where the court and attorneys hash out sensitive issues, like whether something should even be allowed in front of a jury. During these OJPs, we saw the defense pushing back hard on potential constitutional violations. Officer Chavez had testified about things Zahra Ali didn't say, and the defense wasn't having it. The whole issue? Whether remaining silent or not mentioning certain things could unfairly suggest guilt. It's classic Fifth Amendment territory. Then, toward the end of the day, things got even weirder. The court called for individual jury questioning. That means each juror was brought in, one at a time, for private questioning by the court. This usually signals that something happened, either off mic or off record, that raised red flags about potential juror bias or misconduct. We don't know the exact trigger yet, but trust me, this trial is anything but ordinary. Now, just to set the stage here, this was the prosecution's rebuttal case. That means the defense had already wrapped up their side, which, to be fair, was short and sweet with just one witness, Dr. Jennifer Stankus. If you remember, she's an ER doctor who basically said Fatima's injuries didn't necessarily scream strangulation to her. So now the prosecution is back up to bat. They are here to push back, fill in the gaps, and remind the jury why they brought these charges in the first place. We kicked off the day with Dr. Sung-Won Kim, an ear, nose, and throat specialist from St. Peter's Hospital. His testimony zeroed in on the injuries to Fatima's head and neck, especially her airway. He discussed bruising to her throat area, potential strangulation effects, and the kind of blunt force trauma that aligns with the physical assault she described. The defense tried poking holes, asking if other causes could explain her symptoms, but Dr. Kim held firm. This wasn't some random allergic reaction. These injuries screamed assault. Next up, Officer Tori Chavez, who responded to the scene that day. But her testimony wasn't just about what she saw, it was about what Zahra Ali said, or, more importantly, didn't say. Zahra allegedly ran up to Officer Chavez worried sick about her husband, but never once asked about Fatima. Not even when told her daughter was being seen by medics. This led to another OJP moment where the court had to decide if Zahra's lack of concern was relevant or just prejudicial. And the cross-examination? Woof! Defense hammered the officer on whether Zahra had access to information about her daughter and whether she was even allowed to go check on her. Officer Chavez was ultimately excused, but not before the judge made clear she might be recalled later. In other words, this story isn't over. Officer Sean Bell came in next with his body cam footage and first-hand account. His role? Transporting Zahra Ali to the station. But his body cam captured a lot more than a car ride. It caught key statements, demeanor, and her behavior in the aftermath. The defense grilled him on everything from his tone of voice to whether Zara's rights were respected. There was also pushback on how body cam footage was used and interpreted. The courtroom briefly turned into a mini film review session, with everyone debating context versus content. Spoiler alert, they didn't all agree. We ended the day with some of the most difficult testimony yet. Dr. Joyce Gilbert, the pediatrician who evaluated Fatima Ali after the alleged assault. Her medical observations were damning. Bruises, swelling, signs of strangulation, and injuries consistent with what Fatima told police. But Dr. Gilbert's tone never wavered. These weren't playground injuries or accidental scrapes. Her professional opinion? Fatima had been violently attacked. The prosecution wrapped up their direct examination of Dr. Joyce Gilbert just before court adjourned. The defense didn't cross-examine her, at least not yet. She was excused subject to recall, which means that they can call her back later if they decide to challenge her findings or poke any holes in that testimony. But for now, she's off the stand, and we'll have to wait and see if she returns. Day 5 was less of a trial and more of a chess match. Every time the jury stepped out, you could feel the tension spike. The OJP sessions weren't just procedural. They were battlegrounds for the core of this case. What evidence is fair, what rights are at stake, and how far each side will push their theory of the crime. Zara Ali's behavior is under a microscope. Medical experts laid the foundation for serious charges. And the jury? They're already being questioned individually, which tells me this case is fraying at the edges. We're watching a family's collapse play out in open court, with lawyers, medics, and cops each adding their own frame to the picture. Let me know your thoughts on Day 5 in the comments. Next time we'll break down Day 6, and trust me, it only gets messier from here. And that's it for this recap. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching and supporting me. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss any of my recaps. And remember, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.